myself as a professional wrestler, I'm known as the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. I think over the years, I've never held back. I've never been afraid of being different. And the music's always been around in my mind, and I've always just had such a love for it. I've always been a creative person. It's my way of speaking and expressing myself. With wrestling fans, I think I'm the daredevil and really appear larger than life, alien to a certain extent. One of the catchiest lines of one of the songs we're going to finish up today is the difference between you and I. That's why I'm lucky to have the fan base I have, because I'm a professional wrestler, and to be so passionate now about my musical journey. I mean, that's just a huge advantage for me. What's happening here in Nashville for the first time, me stepping into this world, man, it's exciting, and it's going to stand out. On this record, I would say the majority of songs that will be on it is basically like journal entries that I've done over the years.
I loved that bridge, man. Can you scream just wild? It doesn't even have to be a note.
Scream mess, and just carry it out, try to carry it out or something? Or
just reach into your deep, dark chasm of
Can I hear that
caveman.
last little part back?
Yep.
Yeah, I just have to try it.
Yeah, don't even worry about a note, just scream.
We'll distort cool.
Back when I really got into Pearl Jam, Stone Temple Pilots, Tool, all of that style, that groove, I fell in love with it, and I started writing more and more, and then I met Junior Merrill, which is my guitar player from our band Peroxwhy, and we've known each other for 10 years and been working on these songs for that long.
We've been doing this for about 10 years. Jeff, his passion is wrestling. But it's over time, it's also developed into music. He's grown a lot vocally, and we started out, I played like heavy music when I met him, and he listened to a CD that I had, and I was like, here, check these out. He fell in love with them. So we kind of went from there, and we would just write together every day. We've got like 30 songs to pick from.
We've got some really cool, different energies on the record, and this is for music lovers. This is what this is about, and it's got its own original approach.
Wow, that was cool. When I hear a produced version of a song that we've done and I like it, I mean, that's all that matters. Sure, it'd be great if everybody else relates to it and likes it, but I think a thing with my songs too, it don't really hit you at first, and I've experienced this with past albums I bought or whatever. Like, I hear it the first time, I'm like, I don't know if I really like that, but then I'll hear it a month down the road and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't like that. This is awesome. So I think it's gonna grow on people, but yeah, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, dude.
I went into early, right?
Yeah, you did, but I liked how you came in with that, and then when you stopped, the band just had that moment of space.
Okay.
And I loved how you picked it up there, dude. I mean, I like that arrangement. I do.
First of all, I want fans to know I finally came out of the basement, because, man, this is the first time I've actually got out of it. It's all cool and comfortable when I'm at home in my basement doing demos, but I'm finally stepping out, and giving this a shot.
These are songs we needed drums for, and we needed to play with other people, so it's nice. Like, we got a great producer, Dale Oliver, great studio musicians.
And that's just what's so cool about the musical process, especially being here in Nashville and seeing these professionals get it down and how they get to feeling it and just, oh no, we can do this, and then it all just collides, and it's just really exciting.
Jeff's a creative person, I think everybody knows all the way around, and he had presented me with a bunch of material he had written over the last decade with his friend and co-writer, Paul Merrill, Jr. So I just started, producing the songs, and we're 5 songs in, and we're tracking 3 more here at the Big Rock Palace.
We're working on the first song I was doing. Yesterday was all scratch vocal day for me, and today is final vocal, and now the ending of the song, Going Home, the song's named The Parent. We're getting kind of like a core group here together, like a big chorus, and a lot of people singing at one time, whatever you call that, and just kind of out of control and crazy about, it's apparently gonna kill us if we don't gain control of this, is the idea behind the whole song. And so now we're gonna get in a group of guys that were amazing yesterday and put this masterpiece together, and so proud to be a part of this.
That last deal there is killer.
Yeah.
It's original, And in this day and time, to me, finding something that's original is kind of hard, because we all compare everything to something else.
We just recorded a song called Apparent, and it's amazing. Like, we came in, it was structured way different, and we came in, met with Dale, met with the other guys, and we came in and just ripped it apart, put it back together.
My songs are all, I consider them a translation of what the music says. There's a lot of, even when there's no singing during a song, I mean, and my definition of that is the music speaks, you know, that's what I always say, let the music speak.
You were in a perfect frame a minute ago.
Yeah, you want to try it again?
Well, I want to get, you know, why this is in your head, the way we've done it. I want you to sing it a time or two more from the top. Is that cool?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that before we experiment too much.
The more I get to know these songs, I mean, the more they become a part of me.
A lot of Jeff's stuff is written from a real life situation, which, you know, makes it, I think, even more endearing and intriguing to, you know, a true fan and a listener.
What have you done in 10 years, you know? I couldn't even begin to tell you of all the things that's happened to me in my life in 10 years, you know? Jeff's got a 2-year-old now. He's married, so it's like, he's got a lot of experiences. Both of us have had a lot, and we've really ran the gamut of what we can do when we try to push ourselves and, like, write different songs and try to write catchy songs or poppy songs and just be experimental.
What everybody hears isn't just necessarily, you know, a band in a room playing. There's a lot of different, you know, sounds that go together to kind of convey the overall, you know, sound. And you know, everybody's kind of searching for their own identity, and that's kind of what we're doing here. Is we keep refining, you know, Jeff's sound and the music, and just really trying to, you know, hone it in and create our own voice.
One song that sticks in my mind right now more than any is, and this is going back 10 years too, and it'll always be the goose bumper, you know, I still get the chills. It's called Explanation, and it's a long, just cool storytelling type song. In the song, I say 27 years in, so I think when I perfected that song, I was probably 27, 35 now, but I kept the lyrics the same because it is just it's a really special song to me, but that's probably by far my favorite. It's called Explanation. The message in all these songs, I think more than any, are just heartfelt, deep emotion, and it's what's made me feel better if I'm feeling down.
I sit down, if I have a bad day, I'll sit down and play my guitar, and it'll cheer me up. If we can do that to one person, then I think we accomplished what we set out to do. It's a passion for both of us. Like, it's an outlet too, it's to be creative.
Basically, Junior Merrill sends me an idea, and then I get it in my head, and that's where it comes from. It's music first. I mean, there's times when I'll have an idea in my head the way I sing it, but then in the future, I'll hear an instrumental that Junior Merrill sends me, and it speaks to me. It just tells me it's my translation of what the music says, and it seems to fit, and I can make it fit melody-wise.
I'll normally sit down and come up with a part of the song, or I'll write the whole song, and I'll send it to Jeff. And then, you know, he'll either like it or say, you know, change this part or whatever, and then he'll send it back vocally, and then we'll do that, and then move on to the next song.
It's crazy, but whenever I get in that zone, and I'll spend hours at a time, I have this one topic or vibe in mind, and I'll just listen to it over and over and get to writing, and it's just basically, it speaks to me. It just tells me it's my translation of what the music says, and that's the beautiful thing about music with other artists. Like, you could hear one of my songs, the instrumental, and give it to another singer or artist, and it would be completely different. It's their translation of what the music says.
We've kind of lucked into the meeting of the minds with, you know, my production skills, and, you know, I've played guitar on Shinedown and Papa Roach and Hailstorm and a bunch of rock bands. So anyway, I wanted to try to assemble like a unique sound. Put a little more intensity on everything.
Okay.
You know, a little anger in there without getting too wild.
Okay.
And that's the take that I need more of that.
All right. In this mic. And I don't know what genre I am or style I am, but maybe genreless, you know. I don't really categorize what style of music I have or am. It's just scary because we really don't know what it is right now, but it's just so powerful to me. But once it's out there, I mean, I definitely think it's gonna, you know, reach the masses. And when I say masses, I mean people that aren't a professional wrestling fan. You know, I think music fans in general are gonna hear these songs and go, whoa, who is it, that guy?
Everybody knows how creative Jeff is with art and wrestling, and
he gets that it factor, you know, from just his fans, and it's just something you either have or you don't, and he has that.
Luckily, I am a well-known professional wrestler, and hopefully I can just transcend into the music world. Past my theme songs I've came out to when I come to the ring, myself and Dale Oliver have done all those, and the way I feel about it all now and getting warmed up to the whole stage presence, it's growing on me, man, and I think I can only get better. There's so much room to grow.
Yeah, dude, that's the attitude, man. That's the ticket. That's cool. You're getting comfortable and singing.
The biggest difference is you have to talk, you have to sing, you have to breathe right, you have to do all this right. The thing about wrestling, you know, the nerves are going, and once I get in there and start getting beat up or beaten up, all the nerves just go away. It's just the aggression, the adrenaline, all that. But I think that's gonna carry over. I mean, because the more I get to know these songs, I mean, the more they become a part of me, I mean, basically, and like, it's just gonna come out. Then the performance is one thing, but then as a singer, you have to interact with the crowd. It's just, it's amazing, but that's what I'm gonna have to do, and I think it's naturally gonna happen.
I think that's a unique thing, and I mean, I think we see that in the industry, you know, with American Idol and The Voice launching people's career through TV.
I'm unaware of the music industry. Really, this is all new to me. I mean, I don't know what it's like to have a professionally produced, you know, CD out yet, but I'm in the early stages of that, and you know, they're similar though. I mean, there's no off season. When a band's on the road, they're on the road all the time. Naturally, they take breaks, but that's the thing about pro wrestling is, man, you're gone year round, and there's no off season. Wrestling is definitely an art form. I've always labeled it that. It's always been like really violent physical theater to me, and it is. I approach it as an art, you know, and I think that's another thing that's really separated me from everybody else in professional wrestling, because I truly do look at it as a complete craft of mine and an art form that I've pursued and made my professional life.
Jeff has a fan base of you know, the wrestling fans for years, and what he and his brother did and what he does now on his own, and I think just his persona to me is like a rock star.
With wrestling fans, I think well, my claim to fame is, you know, TLC matches or ladder matches.
You gotta write the ladder song.
The ladder song.
And your tremolo, you're going.
Hopefully I can look back on this moment and say, man, I went for it and it was all good. You know, and then, you know, I beat myself up for years, and I will always be a professional wrestler. That's just in my blood, but music's right there with it.
He's been pushing himself. He'll surprise me when he writes lyrics at home when we're not writing songs. So, you know, and he's starting to play guitar again and do piano, and like, he's very passionate. I can't wait till the album comes out so everybody can think what they want to about the song. You know, I can tell you what it's about, but I don't really want to tell you what the song's about. I want you to figure it out from what it means to you, you know?
I think the biggest hurdle in the music world is being, I want to say accepted, but I don't really care if I'm accepted. As long as I like it, that's what matters. As long as it makes me feel good, that's just, so honestly, I don't know what's going to happen once it's out there. That's just kind of the test that we're going to have to see if we pass or fail.
You just, you know, you kind of roll that dice and you follow your dream.
The message mainly that I'm sending out with these songs to my fans that are in professional wrestling, and hopefully new fans, basically is anybody who loves anything as much as I love music. I mean, man, I mean, you can't deny it or forget about it. I mean, if it's this strong and passionate, man, you have to go for this until I fail, you know, that's for sure.
There's a lot of great things on there, a lot of great stories in Jeff's songs that I think a lot of, not only his fans can relate to, but I think a lot of people in real life situations. So I think it's gonna be a great CD for people to pick up, and I don't think they're gonna be disappointed. Now I'm in my comfort zone, and which will naturally just lead to great things. There's no limits. I can be whatever I wanna be. I'm a Jeff Hardy, a professional wrestler, and I really took it to the highest level.